Hey guys, Exorbic, and today I'm going to be doing a graphics tutorial for you guys. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make some really nice, effective, clean and simple texts in Adobe Photoshop. So let's get started. So the text I'll be doing, I'll just be simply saying tutorial. So what I'll do is I'll leave all these texts I'm using, all the different fonts, which now I'm using American Captain. I'll leave all these fonts to download in the description for you guys. So let's make this fairly big so you guys can see. Okay, so as you can see now we've got white text. I'd always start off with white text. So yeah, now to change the color of this text, if you're new, you just double click on the T, and now you can change either the font, the size of it, or the color. Okay, so now what you want to do is you want to go to blending options. So you right click on this text layer, you'll see it should highlight blue. You right click on that, go to blending options. Now once you're in blending options, you want to go to gradient overlay. Now as you can see, you can do something like this where it kind of fades in, but I'm going to do a different color just to kind of show you. So I've already got some presets over here. As you can see, some of them are pretty nice, like the orange ones. So we'll start from scratch. We'll do this one. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to have your darker color on the left hand side and your lighter color on the right hand side. Now you can always change this after by clicking reverse, and it switches them around. So yeah, have your darker color on the left hand side. Now what you're going to do is you want to have the same color throughout, just a darker and a lighter. So to do this, what you want to do is set out if you're going to have a blue. So I'll have a nice blue, something like this for the darker side. Now over here where it's got the hashtag and it's got the 00497C, you want to go hit Control C for that and hit OK. Now you want to go to the right hand side of this and hit Control V to paste this. So now you'll see it's identical color. Now what you want to do is with just hover slightly over, just a little bit lighter, depending on how light you want it. I'm gonna go with around there, something like that. You know, it's just like gives it that nice effect. Now, and a thing you can also do is, hang on, if I quickly just change this background color, because it's not going to work, so what I was going to do is I'm going to add a shadow. So what we do is we quickly just make this white. Okay, so go back to the tutorial, we go blending options, now we go to drop shadow. Now drop shadow is a really nice thing to do. You can change the opacity down, so as you can see there, it becomes less and less. I always have mine on max. I have my distance slightly, I have mine about 5. Now global light you want to untick, don't have that on, and have this at about 90 degrees. You can always change it. I have mine on usually 120, but if you're new to it, have it on 90 degrees. So 120 makes it kind of go from the shadowing on the right hand side of it. Now if you do the other side, which is about 60, then you'll see it come from the left hand side. So I'll just do 120 for this tutorial. So you want to go back to drop shadow, change it to 120, make sure global light is ticked off. Now the size, obviously as you increase the size, this will increase. The lower you have it, the more it stands out. I'll always have it on around, I'd say 3. 3 is a nice size to have it on. Now your spread, you don't really want to change, you want to keep that at 0. Unless you're thinking about making it really fat, which it makes it nice and cartoony, I would say. So for now we'll do a couple of different texts. I'll keep this on 0 for now. Okay, now you want to go to inner glow. Now you'll see the inner glow looks a bit weird because it's yellow, and if you do it white, also looks a bit weird. So what you want to do is you want to go back to the blue, not the exact same blue, just get a blue that's slightly lighter but not too light. So just kind of find a blue that suits you, and as you'll see there, if I just quickly just zoom in, you'll see it just gives it that nice little glow. Just, you know, just different effects, which just really makes the text stand out. So as you can see there, we've got our first text, which is looking pretty nice. So now what you want to do is you want to go hit Control J to duplicate that, and then just drag it down. You don't have to, you can start the text from again, but I'm just going to do it this way. So what we'll do is we'll untick everything so we can start again, and we'll go to gradient. This time we're going to try and make a nice clean 3D text. Although that is fairly 3D, I'm going to do more of a cartoony text. So you want to do is get like a nice vibrant orange, but we'll do this from scratch. So yeah, again, you go from the left hand side will be the darker, so you get a darkish orange like such. You want to hit Control C and then hit OK, and then go to this Control V and it'll be identical. And then, whoops, sorry about that, Control V. Okay, that didn't work, sorry. Sometimes it does, sometimes it is a bit fiddly, but that's fine. Control C and then Control V. There you go, now it'll work. Control V. Oh, I keep hitting Control C instead of Control V. Okay, Control C, Control V. Okay, now you've got the same color. Now you want to go kind of to a yellowish kind of color, I'd say, something like that. Really makes it look nice. So you want to hit OK. Now another way you can make this like cartoony is by having this, which is stroke, which a lot of people do have. You can increase this to make it thicker and thicker. If you're gonna have stroke, I would maybe have it on maybe 5. 5 would look quite nice. Just make it like really bold. If you want to do that, you can have stroke. The stroke I'd always keep black. I mean you can change it to different colors. I wouldn't suggest having it the same color as the text, because it does look kind of weird unless you're making it a darker type of text. So if you're making the stroke darker to the text, then something like that, then it does look pretty good. So we'll leave that as black for now. So we'll untick stroke. That's just one way you could do it. So obviously to get all these things up, you just click right click blending options all the time. So now we're going to go back into you don't want inner shadows, just kind of make it like indented if as such. So you take off global light, turn the opacity to 100, you turn this to 90, and then you can kind of just change the distance or whatever. I don't worry about that too much. Like as you can see there, it just kind of makes it the choke you don't really want to change. That just makes it deeper and deeper and deeper. I suppose you could if you wanted to. So maybe have the choke on about 20, I would say, and then have the size, keep it as it was. So keep it at about 0. Give it at about keep it at. Actually no, keep it where keep it at default. Keep it at 5. Now as you can see on this one, it kind of just gives it that indented kind of feel, as you can see there. But we're not going to have this one. We're going to try and make really 3D. So what we can do is we're going to untick this, the inner shadow, and now we're going to go. There's different things you can do. You can have stroke, which is obviously that hour line, which kind of makes it 3D. We want it to be at a certain point. So we're going to want to go and hit drop shadow. Do the same thing as last time, but this time change the size of this, or not the size, sorry, is the distance? No, it's not, the spread. Actually, wait, let's just change this distance to around about there. Why not? Now size you want to, the spread, it doesn't really change that much. So the size you want to keep around about the same. Distance, I'm not sure what you see. You can kind of like make it really. You can do it there, and then you can change the opacity down just so it's kind of like a little reflection. So you can do something like that, which makes it like a reflection. So you can have like, so now at the moment we've got the top one, which is like kind of a 3D nice, really clean text. Then we've got like a reflected text, and that is pretty much it. I mean, there's different things you can do. I think you can, if we just hit Ctrl J again, drag this down. Let's go blending options. Now there's another one which you can do, which is I really like, is where you have 3 colors. So you have the top bit and the bottom bit one color, and then so instead of having a dark over here and then a light over here, you're gonna have a dark, and then a light in the middle. So let's do a nice red. So we'll go to a red. Go to any really, oh no, go to a red like this. There you go. And what you want to hit is Control C. But you want to make this just slightly darker, so go to the red you want and do it like that. Then hit Control C, and then do the exact same color over here. Control V, and then go over here again and do Control V, and this time make the color slightly lighter, so it's like this. And as you can see there, that gives it a really nice effect, kind of making the shine in the middle instead of from the top or from the bottom. Now you can make a gradient fainting through, which I'll quickly show you now. So if you want to hit Control J again, drag this down. Let's just drag this down over here. Alright, so if we go to blending options, take off the drop shadow, sorry. So gradient options, as you see there, we've gone dark, light, dark again. Now you can go really dark, a bit darker, and then a bit lighter. You can obviously just change this up a bit. So we'll go over here, we'll make this slightly darker, so something like that. Then hit Control V over here and do this, and you'll kind of just see how it's changing. You might have to change this up a slight bit. Yeah, this one's gonna have to make a bit darker. So I don't know if you can really notice it. So as you can see there, this one is not so effective, but it does give it a nice effect. So it's really dark, then it goes to like a middle red, and then it goes a bit lighter. So this was pretty short tutorial. Hopefully you enjoyed it. These are like different texts you can do in Adobe Photoshop. If you want me to do any more tutorials, then please leave a comment in the description below, and I'll be happy to do any more. I'll probably be doing a tutorial on how to make a YouTube background with the new template, as you know that the YouTube layout has been changing. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy this. Hit that like button, comment on what you want, and yeah, have a good day.